In Iraq, there is no safe place for some people. The UN reported today that more than 1,000 Iraqis died in June alone, most of them civilians. And the Islamist militants keep gaining ground. They now claim to be in full control of Iraq's largest oil refinery. In the midst of all that, the American Secretary of State was in northern Iraq today, in Kurdish territory, pleading with the Kurds to help hold Iraq together. That's where our Stuart Greer is again for us tonight. Stuart?
Donna, John Kerry was here today to preach Iraqi unity, and he called on Kurdish leaders to join political talks to form a new government.
It is good to see you again.
U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry traveled to what is the most stable part of Iraq, here to meet Kurdish President Masoud Barzani.
We are facing a new reality and a new Iraq.
With the country in chaos, Iraq's 6 million Kurds in the north see a golden opportunity to advance their dream of independence. But for now, they will participate in talks to form a new unity government.
You need to have leadership that can unify Iraq, reconstitute the military, the army itself here in Iraq, and help them to be able to push back.
The Kurdish army, says Kerry, is critical for that pushback. The so-called Peshmerga has been the only force strong enough to repel ISIS militants. But most Kurds oppose having their troops defend an unpopular Shia-led government in Baghdad.
I want for country, for my Kurdistan. I want Peshmerga only, every Peshmerga go for Kurdistan.
Without Kurdish fighters coming to the rescue, Iraq's beleaguered army struggles to contain the ISIS advance. It claims to have killed 19 militants in the ongoing battle for the Beji oil refinery. But ISIS says it has taken full control of the vital fuel installation, the largest in the country. Meanwhile, there are fears of the conflict spreading to Jordan. It has rushed extra troops to reinforce its borders with Iraq after checkpoints were either taken over by ISIS or abandoned. There was no army, no police. All checkpoints along the highway were destroyed, says this Iraqi truck driver. And the number of civilians fleeing ISIS-controlled areas only grows. With thousands flooding into refugee camps, there is now concern about disease. Children are being vaccinated for polio and measles. Displaced Iraqis are now also crossing into Jordan, joining refugees already there who fled from the Syrian civil war. Struggling to cope with the humanitarian burden, Jordan's king today made an appeal for international assistance. Donna.
All right, Stuart Greer in northern Iraq, thank you.